Alina Habba, Donald Trump's former lawyer and current interim U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, has been hit with a major ethics complaint, which, of course, in all fairness, was filed by a liberal watchdog group. But the assertions that they have made in this complaint are pretty solid. Basically, to put it in a nutshell, what they're alleging is that ever since Alina Habba became the U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, she has blatantly abused her power to intentionally target Democrats in an attempt to, as Habba herself put it, turn the state red. I will read you more from this complaint in just a moment, but first, a quick word from today's video sponsor. For weeks, the headlines have focused on how Trump's so-called beautiful bill would gut Medicaid. But almost no one's talking about MAGA loyalists slipping in the most dangerous legal loophole of all. Go to ground.news/ROF to see how they're trying to block federal judges from enforcing court orders against the executive branch unless you pay a bond first. Highly credible sources warn most Americans can't actually afford to do that, so if this bill passes and Trump violates the law, it wouldn't matter. This is the GOP's flood the zone playbook in action. Create chaos up top with Medicaid cuts and immigration panic so the real authoritarian moves fly under the radar. And it's exactly why I think Ground News is the best tool to expose these blind spots before it's too late. My partners have built the only app and website pulling in news from across the globe, then breaking down each source's bias, credibility, and the news the right tries to bury. And considering most people take the first headline they see as fact, if you're reading the news somewhere else, their browser extension will actually flag the source's bias and link other credible reports so you can verify the information. Ground News is a better version of how we're already staying informed. So I got my viewers 40% off the same unlimited access Vantage plan that I've been using. That's only $5 per month when you go to ground.news/ROF or scan my QR code. With at least another 4 years of this, they're counting on you to be distracted. This app is how you stay focused. This complaint against Alina Habba was filed by the liberal group Campaign for Accountability, filed it with the New Jersey Office of Attorney Ethics, and they're alleging improprieties since the attorney accepted the interim appointment. According to the complaint, Habba has acted improperly since becoming a prosecutor. It specifically cites her actions in filing charges against Democratic Representative LaMonica McIver, who of course was one of the 3 politicians from New Jersey that attempted to visit the ICE facility. And Habba says, no, McIver actually got physical and assaulted an ICE agent, in spite of the fact that the whole thing is actually on video and we can see clearly that that didn't happen. Nevertheless, Habba has filed charges against her. She'd also filed charges against Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, but she dropped those charges, and she's now actually facing a lawsuit from Baraka over the charges that she had initially filed. So really not going well for Alina Habba, but they continue. Comments that she's made about, quote, turning New Jersey red and announcing investigations into its Democratic governor and attorney general over immigration. In an atmosphere where other oversight bodies are caving to political influence, the bar's duty to independently enforce these rules is ever more important. So basically, Alina Habba, who, as I've repeatedly said, is probably the worst attorney in the United States of America, maybe not in the history of the United States, but currently practicing. Definitely, I'm going to go with that. She is screwed up along the way nonstop. For example, before she even let McIver, Representative McIver, know that she was going to file charges against her, she posted it on social media, which right away, basically in any court in this country, is going to guarantee that the charges get thrown out by the court. Because what that does is that prejudices a jury. It robs the defendant of their due process, learning about it on social media instead of actually being served with the charges themselves. So Habba screwed up this entire prosecution before it even began. So she's very bad at her job, and she's very dumb, because she also, as the complaint says, has talked about turning New Jersey red, and in order to do that, she wants to send the Democratic leaders to prison over, quote, immigration, which you actually cannot prosecute a politician for policies that they pass. So that's strike number 2. Strike number 3, of course, is getting your ass sued because you decided to temporarily wrongfully charge the mayor of a city with crimes that we all know didn't happen. So Alina Habba has a lot going against her, and hopefully the Committee for Attorneys Ethics or whatever it is does hold her accountable. She has to be held accountable. In order for anyone to have faith in the justice system here in the United States, she has to be held accountable and, furthermore, removed. She is not good at this. She is not good at practicing law. We saw that from her losing every case that she represented Donald Trump in, including some that he probably should have won. That's how bad she is. So we'll see where this complaint goes. Hopefully, the campaign for accountability prevails and it results in Alina Habba being removed from her interim post. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.